What is up, guys? The Euros are here. Match day one. Let's get into it. First up, we have a very fun affair. We have Italy versus Turkey. Italy wasn't there in the last international tournament, and they're looking to prove a point. They have a stiff task, probably the next best team in the group. Straight away, they have Turkey, and it's going to be a tough game. I expect Italy to go all guns blazing, but the Turkish side, they've had some good quality players. They played really well around Europe. They're going to obviously play together now. We're going to see how that turns out. I expect it to be a tough match. I would say 2-1 to the Azzurri. I think Italy is going to take it, but it's going to be a tight game. Then we have Wales versus Switzerland, and we're going to see if Gareth Bale has one more miraculous run of form along with some certain other notable players. We have Daniel James, who's of course from my team Manchester United. We have Joe Allen. We have a striker who played in the championship for Cardiff, I believe. He scored a lot of goals this season. So they have some players in form, and I think Wales is going to have I think they're going to show a good account of themselves. I don't know a lot of good players in the Swiss team. I know they have Granit Xhaka, they have Dennis Zakaria, they of course have Sheridan Shaqiri, and I think it's going to be a tough game. I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Then we have one of the powerhouses of the Euros, Belgium taking on Russia. Russia had a really good World Cup when they hosted it. They had a really good run. They played well. But I think Belgium's going to be too much for them. Romelu Lukaku, Dries Mertens, Yannick Carrasco, Kevin De Bruyne, Yuri Tielemans, they're all in form players right now. They're coming off great domestic seasons. I think it might be too much for the Russians. I think it's going to be 3-0 to Belgium. Then we have my team, England, taking on Croatia. It's going to be a tough game. Will England get redemption for the World Cup semi-finals? Who knows? I believe they have what it takes. Croatia, that Croatian golden age, consisting of Modric and Rakitic and Perisic, they're all aging. They're all 2 more years older, 3 more years older. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think England are going to squeeze through, get a little bit of revenge on them. 1-0 to England. Then you have the Netherlands versus Ukraine, another informed team with a bunch of powerhouse players, Frankie de Jong, Memphis Depay. They have a really good bunch of players this year. They're going to be strong as usual. Hopefully, they'll have a long run and they won't have a disappointing run like they mostly do in an international tournament. They're taking on Ukraine. I think they're going to smash Ukraine. I think it's going to be 3, maybe 4-0. Then we have Spain versus Sweden. Spain have a bunch of young comers. The first ever time there's no Real Madrid in their players in their squad. It's going to be interesting to see. Some people think it's a political decision. It wasn't met without controversy. They're going to take on Sweden. Sweden has some good players there, some well notable players. It's going to be interesting to see how it pans out. But I do think Spain's going to win comfortably. I'd say maybe 2-0, maybe 3-1. I'd say they might have a clean sheet this time. I don't know if Sweden is strong enough up front. No, they have Alexander Isak, but it's Spain, so yeah, Spain will take that. And then we end match day one with probably the best match of the draw. France versus Germany. Lebler taking on the Mannschaft. I think I think France has too strong a team, and I don't think the German team is very convincing to a lot of people this year. I think they're going to have a very bad Euros, unfortunately. And I think France is going to win comfortably. I think they're going to get maybe a 2-0. If you like the video, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you for match day 2.